This is Lochaven, a future Dacland community of around 500 families. Before Lochaven, the McNab family have farmed this land for a century, and Laurie and his sister Val have lived here all their lives. Our relationship with landowners like McNabs is critical, as Dacland's a family business, and their family's property is their history. As we share our future plans with the McNabs, they share their memories with us, and their connection with the land serves to deepen the real sense of place for future Lochaven families. Families whose own histories will be created and shared.
These cattle come from Tasmania back in September. They're really doing well. Well, I was helping Dad bring the cows in when I was probably 10 or 12.
Probably my main job was rearing the calves. I was 14 and a half when I left school. One sister and one brother. Laurie, Isabel and I, we used to ride to Cramblin on our bikes and back home at night. Only on a really wet day, Dad would put the trailer on the car and come and pick us up.
1838, my great-great-grandparents set sail from Glasgow. It was 6 months travelling and they got here in 1839. The group on that sailing ship were the first agricultural people to be accepted.
One of the great things about the McNab property, and one of the things that drew us to it immediately, was the fact that this parcel of land has everything that a community living in 21st century Melbourne needs. This project really does have the capacity to be a fully master plan community for Dacland.
The starting point is to really do some high-level sketching, and then we start to develop the story and understand how we might be able to integrate the family history into the land and part of the development process.
We're using the McNab tartan as part of our marketing and logo.
We thought that was too much of a departure, so we came back to the orange.
The important thing for us is to translate that history into the development, into the future community.
Dad's brother was the only one with a camera because he loved his photography.
The photo book that we're creating will incorporate Laurie's photography. It's a gift for the McNabs that documents their family's history over the past 100 years on the land. It's also a gift for the future purchasers who will be creating their own homes and their own history on this site.
It has been interesting sitting with them and them sharing what they plan to do with it has been, well, it's been appreciated. We chose Dacland because it felt right. It's
always been family. My dad, he worked in with his brother-in-law and they helped one another so much. We were more attracted to the Dacland group because they're a family group.
One of my favourite moments coming out here was bringing my father, and the two old farmers sat down and had a bit of a chat about what stock he was running and all those sorts of things. That brought Laurie closer to Dacland and let him feel more comfortable with the fact that the people who were going to take charge and carriage of the development of this land were people that he could trust, and were able to implement parts of that into the future. And I think that part of it will differentiate Lochaven to any other development around. We can take one family's generational ownership of this land and translate that into many families' use of the land into the future. And it's been great to get to know Laurie and Val. Both Dacland and the McNabs got together and understood that the philosophy for community building starts with the family, and it's really a shared vision that's going to go on into the future as we work through our development.
Becoming so familiar with the McNabs really influenced how we developed Lochaven, and it's definitely added a real richness to the project. The very name Lochaven is a reference to the McNabs' pride in their Scottish heritage. The word loch is a Scottish word for body of water, which also fit really well with our focus on that gorgeous waterway that will run through the Lochaven community. The word haven indicates that this community will have everything you need to create a real sense of belonging and a real sense of home, from childcare, schools, aged care, and an urban design that deliberately draws all of these elements and all of these people together. It's a place you can call home for a long, long time, a real haven, Lochaven.